Hi, my name is David Janae, or everybody calls me DJ. I just want to show you a little thing that I worked on for producer Steve Lawrence. It's a feature called Ride a Lifetime. It's about this one surfer called Aloe Seibert. He's been looking for the big wave to ride, which most of these surfers find the biggest and better, and they go all over the world to do this. He finally found it. The biggest issue with the producer wanted me to figure out, since the whole feature is all about water, waves, surfing, and all that stuff, he didn't want everything to sound the same. But there's a couple of sections, especially slow-mo movements of the aloe inside the middle of this huge 100-foot wave, which is one of the biggest ones they said to date. He said the biggest issue is he wants to feel the volume of the water, or at least get the perception of that. So I could have pulled. We have a bunch of libraries of waves, surfing, ocean, and I could have thrown all that stuff in. But what I tried to do was take it and manipulate a bunch of these sounds to give that big movement of the waves, and try to feel like you're in the middle there, and you're like almost your heart pumping. So there was a way. I just wanted to show you a couple of ways that I was able to accomplish this. What I'll do right now is show you like the first minute of the piece, and then show you the one section where I did a lot of sound design for this one section. So here's the first section of it.
The fascination of riding a 100-foot wave, I would say it's been in the surfer's imagination for as long as there's been big wave riding. The state of surfing consciousness is set at 100 feet is the mythical goal to reach.
What attracts me so much in big wave surfing is that there's nothing else.
So the one example I was showing you, what he was talking about, the slow-mo movement, is exactly this shot here, where the thing is going really slow. So I have a lot of elements here, but to your surprise, all these elements was built on a few different sounds that I manipulated and changed a little bit to make it work. So I'm going to show you what I used to accomplish that. There's a program called SoundMiner, which has all our database that has all our sound effects in it. And that's pretty much what it looks like. I mean, we have about, I would say, 800 to a million different sound effects that we can have to our disposal. But not every sound is going to work. But you can actually sorry, if that was my stomach you heard, yeah, it's definitely was me being hungry. But what it is that I was able to go in there and play different sounds. As you can see here, I can go waves and I can play a bunch of stuff. So it can sound little small waves. I can go to bigger waves. There's a little dunk here. But what I did on this one, especially the wave movements, you want that low end rumble. You also want a little bit of the high end of the wave breaking at the top. So again, the program that I use to do that is called Radium. It's a sampler that's built into our database, and this allows me to take things. We have about 8 different slots here that I can actually add sound effects to. If you can see me doing my cursor here, you'll see. This is a slot here that I have a certain sound effect that I pulled in. Here's another one. I can do up to 8 different slots. But in this case, I'm only using 6. Now, I can use all of them at one time and play it. Or I can do individual and change the key, change the octave of it, just to give it a feel of it. So let me just show you the first one. Pretty much sounds like this, which is in that shot I just played you a second ago, which is definitely this shot here.
Goal to reach.
What?
Play it again. So in SoundMiner, or in the Radiant program I'm using, I did use that a little bit. A little loud there, but level is a little differently. I can also go and I'll play a different one that I have here. There's your low end bass building. Now I can play that same one, go down a little low in octave, and then go back to the top and build it. So that's what I did. So if I play them both together, you see it getting bigger and it's getting a little stronger. There's more rumble in there, especially the slow motion part of it. But again, I can keep adding some of these sounds that I actually put in here. If I put all 6 sounds of them, 6 samples of them, these even get bigger, but you have that the wave at the top breaking. And then I can keep going and play it on same sounds. Same sounds lighter. So because I was able to do that and manipulate it, most of all the sounds that you hear that I have in this piece is built off these 6 sounds. So I was able to take the same track, play it a couple different ways, change the octave of it, and moved it within the piece. And what I did, then I added more a couple of sound effects on top of a little growling of a tiger, with especially in that little slow end motion that you have here. So you hear a little. That's pretty much a growl that I slowed down and then pitched it a little bit more, and then give a little EQ to give that same movement of it. So just wanted to give you a quick view of what we can do here in sound design, and take a piece that, yeah, you can just pull any kind of sound in there, but if you want to get a unique sound for a particular piece, or a unique sound for a shot, or, we have capability of doing that. So thank you very much for taking the time to take a look at this. Now right back to the presentation.